The time machine is what I'm going to explain to you guys in this video. Why Hollywood makes a lot of movies discussing time and time machine and time travel and all that crap. So, what do they mean by that? How do you get affected by time? What is happening to the human condition and how is time changing for us? What is a time machine? A time machine is a machine that stops time for us. We start living Groundhog Day every day. Every day is the same, so time stops. That's why they call it some kind of time travel, or, because time literally stops. You stop moving forward, you stop producing, you stop benefiting. So you get stuck in a time machine, which is the same thing happening around you every day. Same thing. You're not really moving forward. You're not building anything. Nothing's changing. It's a time machine that is designed of this. A bunch of irritants around you creating noise and movement on an everyday basis, which makes it feel like it's a normal life, but it's not. You're surrounded in it with a time machine. A machine that's pretty much wasting your time. You're not getting anywhere. You're not really getting into different societies. You're not really building anything. It's just this vigilante crew created around you that taps to your microchip and exits every time you exit and surrounds you everywhere you go and owns your world. So this is the machine. It's stopping time for you. You're not getting anywhere. You're not moving forward. You're living the same day every day. That's Groundhog Day. Nothing much is happening out there. No events, not moving forward. You're stuck in a time machine. It's stopping time for you, basically. You're not a part of the world that's moving forward anymore and creating things. You're stuck in a place with a bunch of people around you doing the same thing every day to irritate you. And you're coming back home. Going there, getting irritated and coming back home. That's what they mean when they put those movies out there for you about the time machine and all that. They want to stop time for certain people. They don't want you to live in a real world. They want you to live in this fake world where you don't move forward, you don't meet anybody, you don't do anything. So it's a prison. They found a way to design a special prison for us without us realizing it's a prison, until you start to calculate and look around you and ask, hey, wait a minute, why are these people acting this way? Why are they talking so loud? Why are they laughing? Why are they acting like idiots? There's a reason for that. So you stay an idiot. You don't hear anything beneficial. The way they laugh, the way they talk, the way they move. Listen to how loud they're talking now for me to hear it. It's not about going to the bus. It's about annoying me and on the way pretending that they're going to the bus. Why did they do that? Why didn't they just cross from here? Because they had to create that movement for me. That walking. Why did they do that if they're going to that bus stop? Think about it. Look, they left the building with me. They're at that bus stop, right? Why didn't they just leave from here? Why did they go all the way there and do that? Because they have to create that movement. See, it's obvious now. It's not covert because I came out fast. Look how they come out of nowhere now. Look. There was nobody here. I could have had fun. I could have relaxed. I have to get annoyed. So look how fast they popped out of nowhere. Look. Imagine I would have walked straight down now. I wouldn't have encountered this. Now listen. That's a noise and movement machine. Nothing more. That's all this was. And it blocked my way and this guy released the brakes. It's a noise and movement machine. That's all it was. So as soon as I came out of my house, these people over there across the street all the way there, then went back to the bus stop, which didn't make any sense. And the bus right away stopped and inserted a noise and movement machine in front of me that has psychological warfare in it. A family with kids. Another 2-3 buses. Right away they have to come out quick, so I don't enjoy the free space. So basically, guys, time stops for you. It's a prison. There are no real events happening around you. It's a bunch of irritants getting called to join you and annoy you. Listen, listen. She's still irritating me with the loud talking. You see that? They have to create noise and movement for you. It's an irritation machine, you know what I mean? Do you have an extra smoke on you, man? Oh, you're a lifesaver, thanks. It's one of them days, man. Bad day, thanks. Can I get a light off you? Sorry.
It's alright. I'm just trying to go home, eat this quick look of food, go to bed, have work in the morning.
What time you start? 6 or 8?
6.
Good time, man. I wish I could do that. Thanks a lot. Take care. So, I will be given a cigarette now because they want this time and noise machine to make noise. You're surrounded with this time machine that doesn't move. You all right? So, these people work for a machine. It's a fake world created, masquerading a real world. And all it does is, whenever you come out, it creates busyness for you. So you think that there is life around you, events happening. But all it is a bunch of people working shifts around you to create noise and movement for you. In an area where you're pretty much stuck on an island. You're lucky, actually, if you're on an island. You're stuck in a torture bin. Like I explained to you earlier, you're a battery. Your life turned into a battery, and these people run around and drain your energy every time you leave your house. So when you come back to your home pretty much drained. That's what real waking up means. Wake up, people. When they tell you that on the internet or whatever. Wake up project. That's real waking up. It's calculating your surroundings, realizing they're fake. There's no moving forward in life. Realizing that there's intentional busyness around you and noise. And all that is possible through a microchip, guys. If you didn't have the microchip, you wouldn't experience this. That's how they tap into it. All right? And mind control and reading your mind, they're already reading your mind. AI's been here for 30 years. Do you know what AI is? It's the internet. It's because you're sitting there and typing things without saying anything to someone. What does that mean? The person who's reading what you're typing. They're reading what you're thinking, what you're planning, where you want to go, what you want to do. That's AI. It's already here. It's been here. All right? Now, all they're going to do is transform this, what I'm using to record now, this phone, this gadget, into your body. And once it's into your body, game over. Then you don't even have to type to think. As soon as you think, you type. So they're reading your thoughts automatically. It's called complete slavery. So the reason why you get all these so-called truthers out there, I'm not bashing them. They're not telling you anything wrong, but they're not telling you what's happening right now. They're telling you information that they should have told you 50 years ago. They're telling you this information now to keep you busy and wrapped up with extraordinary real information to distract you from the real truth that's happening now. That's been happening since the internet came out. Gadgets, technology came out to chip you and read your mind and locate you and create this fake world for you. That's called a full awakening. I'm fully awake now. I know exactly what's going on. And the people that live outside this machine are the ones who work for them. They're chipped too, but they tell them that they're on their side. So guys, everyone on the planet is chipped now. Pretty much. But 99% of them are chipped. She's chipped, I'm chipped, this guy's chipped, she's chipped. They're all chipped. So this is not just some girl talking on the phone. This is some girl talking because you came close to her to fill up your head with garbage. So it can drain you of your energy. You don't feel like doing anything. That's the reason why people are going on drugs. That's the reason why people watch porn 24/7, because they're divided from each other. That's the reason why people get depressed. That's the reason why people are becoming schizophrenic. It's all these things that are happening. All right. So, time travel and time machines and movies and all that, guys, there's no such thing. That's already happened to us. They're making us live the same day every day, Groundhog Day. Nothing's happening. We're not getting anywhere. We're just being surrounded with a bunch of noise and movement. Certain sneaky people hired to do that job, and they think they're on their part, their side. They already split the world into two. The desirables and undesirables. The desirables are those weak people that follow strict orders from them and are chipped too, and they tell them you're on our side. They're pretty much the outcasts of society. They don't know how to do anything. And us, that were pinned, chipped, and they pinned them on us. That's the real divide and conquer agenda in the world. It's societies right to the bottom, dividing neighbors against neighbors. That's how it's being done. In a way where most people don't see it. That's called a real awakening. Something that happened to me over the last year at 43 years old, for God's sakes. So it's very, very sneaky. It's an amazing way to brainwash and mind control people. See those people talking over there? Now when I look at them, they're going to be moving and talking and laughing. It's fake. They started doing that when I got here. They were positioned there for them to do that. And only awakened people see that. Normal people pass by, see three people having a conversation in a parking lot. But what they don't know is all that extra movement, when you look at them, all that extra talking is designed to annoy you. All that moving with the keychain back and forth like this to create movement. And it just happened when you got there, when you looked at them. When you didn't look at them, they weren't doing anything. Beetle. Two things you got to remember about your environment to realize you're in the machine. Two very obvious things. Lots of movement and lots of noise. That's how you know you're in the machine. Forget about everything else, all the small detail. And miserable. You're not getting anything. Things are not working out for you. The basic things in life that every human being is supposed to get in order for us to be happy. What are the basic things? A roof, a job, a woman or a man, if you're a woman, and kids. Those are the basic things. And enough money to survive. And I guarantee you, 80% of us, not 80, maybe 40, don't have that. There's a reason for that. It's not by chance or by luck or because we fucked up. It's by design, guys. We're being attacked. We're being covertly abused, enslaved, imprisoned, and put in a time machine where every day is the same. That's what it means, time machine. They're stopping time for us. We're not getting anywhere. On top, they're doing everything. What they get done in one day, we get it done in 2 years. What we find out in 2 years, they already knew 10,000 years ago. They found a way to build these big cities on the electrical grid that turned into a time-stopping machine for people. And they use half the people to do the work and the other half to be held up hostage. Well, at least it happened to me. I'm giving you an idea of what I think in terms of holding up people hostage. But overall, I'm one of them. I don't know how many are out there, but I can tell you I'm one. Maybe there aren't too many. Maybe I'm the only one. Who knows? But I know I'm one. Now these guys are going to stop moving when I look at them. So that's how the world, guys. That's what happened to the world. Look at them. All moving and everything. Look how they're going to move now. Walk around, grab the bottle. See that? Because I'm looking at them. So events happen as you get to them. You know? That's how you know. Constant movement, constant noise at weird times of the day where there's supposed to be nobody out here. Garbage left out everywhere you go to disgust you. Things out of place, things that don't make sense. You know what I mean? People doing weird things at weird times. Once you start asking those questions, nothing makes sense to you. Realize you're in a fake place, man. What the hell's going on here? And in worlds and in countries where this is not set up, those are the countries where they get a lot of money problems, like what just happened in Venezuela over the last year. Venezuela was not set up. How could they set it up? But they have to get rid of most of the people that are in there because it couldn't be set up with that many. And they have to leave a certain number that they could supply. How? By pretending they're sending them money through their daughter, their sister in the States. They're there. Those are the ones that get maintained. And the ones that were not a part of the program, they'll be sent to another country where they get into another program that's set up in another country. Why do you think Colombia is accepting 1.5 million, 2 million Venezuelans? Because they're good people? No, because it's the agenda. They've been given money to do that, to set those up in farms in Colombia. We're being farmed on a grand scale in a lot of ways. It's a farm. Like these guys out here chilling. They're here to create movement and noise in a place where it could be quiet. They weren't just chilling here before. You'll know is look at them. They're all moving when you look at them. Why are they moving so much? Why aren't they relaxed? Why are they trying to create noise? Why are they talking loud for no reason? They're standing right in front of each other. They don't need to talk this loud and move this much. Imagine they're moving this much the whole time. Who could handle that? Coughing. Everyone's coughing. Why the fuck are they coughing in August? I heard about 100 people cough today. And all the coughs are dry and like intentionally generated. And they're having conversations about crap. Things that don't make any sense. They're stupid. And a truck backs up to make noise. On top of all the other noise they're making. So you'll know, you try to escape this noise. That's how you know you're microchipped. You try to escape the busyness and the noise and you can't. It follows you everywhere. Somehow, some way. It seems like it's following you because it is. It's just not making it look too obvious. Why do I have this much busyness around me? Because I woke up. They want to get rid of me. They want to tighten up the machine on me. People are working extra hard. Over the last year, I've met over 1 million, 2 million people that did this to me. Watch my videos. Count how many people I go through per day. And in the same area, different people. Why the fuck did I meet up 1.5 million different people on Victoria Park and Shepherd in 1 year? What are they doing here? What's over here? A touristic attraction? Once you start asking those questions, why and who and how, you will realize that you're being put into a machine, a fake environment, that is just, designed to really take you out, These guys are smoking cigarettes, so arguile. So this is the idea, to create weirdness for you, weird looking things in weird places like that. Eye-grabbing things, at least in my world, my fake world, that's been around me for so long. Which I personally think it hasn't been done to that many people. I think it's solely for me, to be honest with you. I'm sure there are others, but it's hard to see them out there. Most of them don't know that this is happening to them. You have to be a loner for this to be done to you. You can't know a lot of people around you. It can't possibly happen. Either alone from birth, an orphan, a runaway, or a loner, somebody who doesn't have anyone to ask to take care of them or to look out for them or to back them up with power, money. If I knew a couple of normal people right now around me, this couldn't be done to me. If I had a car, this could not be done to me to this great degree. It'll be harder because I could move faster. They won't know where I'm going in order for these guys to come out of their cars, put that, shisha thing on the floor and smoke it. And this is all preparation. So it's funny, but it's true. A lot of these events that you see around you, they're just not real. Most of them, in my world, all of them. I go to the courthouse, I go inside the courtroom, If I actually sit there and listen to what they're talking about crap. And they stop talking when I leave. As soon as I come back in, they start talking again. What the hell's going on here? That's a time machine, guys. Now I got a limo passing by, distracting things to make me distracted. But it's a time machine that's stressing your head and confusing it with science and psychological warfare and all that, you know? But it's a time machine. It's excluding you from real society to move forward. You know? What's the reason a guy like me who can speak and write and read that many languages and been around and knows it all can't get a job at a coffee shop? Why? I can't. Doesn't matter how I apply. In person, on the internet, by resume, tons of places, agencies that hire. I always hear an excuse. I can't. I won't get hired. Why? I don't have a criminal record. I don't act like this. I'm a normal guy. Because they can't create the charade if I have a job. It can be created. It's impossible. People have to work. Real customers have to come in. So once you get the microchip out of you, all the shit will disappear. They won't know where you are, where you're going, what you're doing, nothing. It is all about that microchip, which changes your whole life around. You know? And only people in on it, on the inner circle, know, you know, what's going on. That's their job. That's what they do. They don't do anything. They don't really work. They don't have a normal job. This is their job, to run around and do things like this, someone like me. So those kind of people, when the microchip's off, you won't see them. Those are not the ones that work in stores and in businesses and offices. Those are creatures of the night, I call them. Not necessarily they appear at that time, but they only come out when you come out. So it's a great awakening. It's going to take a little bit more of, you know, slamming. Watch how they're going to come out of Johnny's now that I'm looking there, you see? Now they come out. As soon as I get here and look over there, they come out. Look. They stop. Now they're going to keep going because I'm looking. It's fake. It's a place where they come and fill up all the stores for you. As soon as you look, they move. Look at those two. See how he drank inside Esquires over there? Lifted up his head. Now the other guy's going to eat. Imagine they were moving like this the whole time. So it's amazing. It's what you know. It's something I woke up to that's just mind-boggling. It's an amazing thing. And construction everywhere around you, where you live, the places you go to, big objects stuck in front of you, garbage everywhere, cars that are flying by at midnight, a zillion of them on your right, on your left, all activating with lights in your face, and people moving, and on the left, and people turning in, and look. So this makes it an energy draining machine for your eyes. Look how many times you release the brakes, the bus. Psh, psh, psh. So that is pretty much draining you of your energy. It's a machine you're surrounded by. It's not a normal setting anymore. So this machine, which keeps you drained, puts time still for you. You pause. You don't move forward in life. You're not doing anything. You're not getting anywhere. You can't work. You can't meet anybody real. Everywhere you go, they're fake. They start pointing and acting weird artificially in front of you. But you live in the twilight zone. You know? So it's a machine of battery draining. It's like Neo with the tubes tied to the cocooned and tied in that, you know, thing. When he takes the red pill, he pulls all those wires out. Now I took the red pill, I woke up, but for some reason those wires don't want to come off because they're so persistent, psychotic. They're like, so what? He knows. Force him in that fucking bubble. Make sure he doesn't come out, regardless whether he knows or not. You see? That's how this works. But what they don't know is what creates this bubble is the microchip. Without it, none of this exists. And who controls the microchip? You do, guys. It's in my eyes. If a doctor doesn't want to remove it, I'll find a way to do it. And if I can't, I'll remove my own eyes. Then they can't do shit. That's one thing. See, in the middle of the night, people at the bus stop, busy looking at phones. What the fuck are they doing? But you realize it's fake. It's a machine around you, draining you of everything you got. That's called a real awakening. There's a reason why you've been blocked off and you haven't gotten anywhere. It's not because you screwed up. It's because there's this frigging blood-sucking machine around you masquerading as real life, as real events. But when you pay close attention to them and ask questions, you'll realize it's fake. Pointing and talking loud and laughing like machines, and they're just acting weird. It's not normal human behavior. It's artificial. It's an artificial setting designed to make you feel like crap because it's draining you of your energy. So you're being used as a battery. Your free energy flow, you were wrapped up with the microchip, a battery wrap, and then these are straws. They were stuck into the battery to deplete you of your energy, pretty much. So this is a Slurpee of the straw right now. It's going sucked energy out of you. Talking. Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck was that? Why did I have to listen to it so loud? Blah, 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 blah. What was the point of that? That's a... Buses, trucks, lights in my face, movement, cars turning in, cars turning out, people talking. What the fuck is this? So now that I'm stuck in it, they want to keep me in it. Force me in it. That's very expected of someone who created something fake and it didn't work in the end. It worked for a long time, but got to a point where it failed. Doesn't want to accept failure. Who was that? Who is this? Who is this that told me fuck you? Sam, fuck you. Did you hear that? Sam, fuck you. Who was that? Oh, we got a pacer behind me over there too. We got pacers all over the place, guys. In the middle of the night, can't be left alone. There they are, the new zombies. That's what the zombies are in movies that they show you. This is them, guys. They've been around me for 22 years. So the first zombie movie ever made, they were around these motherfuckers. Guys, Hollywood does not make a movie of something in the future. When they make a movie, it means it's something they've already accomplished. The Hunger Games, it's something that's going on right now. People are going hungry. They can't afford anything. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. And as you see in the first Hunger Game movie, the machine that they're in, it's time. It's about time. You know, it's the same machine that's around me. All those movies apply to this. So that's why, you know, this hasn't been done only to me. You know, it's been getting done to a lot of people. And there's so much misinformation in it. So many people in it will call you or will try to contact you to tell you I'm on your side. But how do you know? You want me to tell you? Very easily. It's if you benefit from them, they make you feel good. How do you feel after you meet them or you talk to them or you hear their comment? Do you feel like you benefited it? Do you feel happier or you feel like you just got more confused? If you get more confused, then they're part of the machine. Because everything that comes out of this machine confuses you, makes you run in circles, not figure anything out, not feel good more than anything. You gotta remember, it's all about feeling good. Because once you stop feeling good, then you start to lose. You know, that's what weakens a human being, when you're deprived of actually feeling good. That's how you know who's on your side and who's not. You can't take words. Words don't mean crap, because this is a world designed to give you nothing but good words. You know what I mean? Sugar-coated cavities. That's how you know. This person that I just talked to today, this person that sent me a comment, this person that just called me, this person that just winked at me, this person, whatever. How did I feel from that experience? What did I gain? Do I feel more nurtured? Or do I feel like I'm going backwards? Or do I feel the same? Or do I feel more confused? But that's how you know if they're good for you. It ain't what they say or what they do. It's how you feel when it comes down to it. They're supposed to add to your peace, tranquility, happiness, not take away. Now me, why am I out here on a weeknight? Today's Monday night at like 12 o'clock and talking crap and filming. Trust me, if I had something better to do, I won't do this. I'm still heading forward, trying to get things done. But I got a lot of time on my hands since I'm being imprisoned. I don't have that many things to do. So I'm trying to make the most out of them by coming out here and getting something beneficial to you. A small video of what I'm seeing or what's happening on a Monday night at frigging 11:30 now, 11:20. This is what I go through. So that's the idea here, is to show you this. Instead of me sitting, you know, wasting time. I'm trying to get something out of the energy that I'm putting out. At the same time, I don't want to exert too much of it. So these people driving around over and over and over again in the middle of the night in an area where there's nothing going on, they have a function, they have a job to do. Is to keep creating the machine around me, keep me drained. It's a lot of money being spent and put out there. Gas, cars, manpower, you know, to keep the machine tight on me. So I don't function as well as I could or as well as I should. But since I'm a special titanium battery, and now with an armor that knows how to pretty much block those straw energy suckers, it's been moving forward. It's very tough because you gotta have a strong resistance not to feel these shots they're giving you. At the same time, you have to conserve your energy, and at the same time spend a little of it so you reap the rewards, something in return, which is very difficult because they're at every establishment that you go to. Whatever's